So making those noises outside, right? And like they'll make a noise, and someone in my apartment building out in the hallway will make a noise at the same time. They're not doing it now, but they were doing that right before I went live. And then they made a noise right when I pressed go live, as they always do. They're always doing something right when I press go live. And it's just a garbage truck outside making all these noises. And like he made a noise and someone in the hallway coughed at the same time. And they were making some weird noises in the hallway before he coughed. Synced up with the garbage truck noises. And that thing just turned on right after I stopped talking. It's probably syncing up with me stopping talking. That AC thing that's outside of my apartment window, that's always turning on and off synchronized. Did you hear that sound get louder right when I went, right when I did that? The sound got louder. Right when I move my head, the sound gets louder. I'm telling you. And then what sound are they gonna do when I stand up? Any sounds? No sounds there? Is the garbage truck still out here or what? Oh yeah, he's still out here. And then this car drove out right when it goes around the corner. The garbage truck goes, and then the guy gets out of the garbage truck. Like this car drove out right when I walked up to the window, and then right when it went around the corner, he did that. And then these other cars drove out right when they go around the corner, he's dumping the dumpster. And then like when I'm not recording, I'm usually just trying to like ignore them and tune them out. For the most part, mostly. Sometimes it'll just piss me off, and I'll just like not be able to or whatever. But like most of the time, I'm just trying to like tune them out, ignore them when I'm not recording, and it'll just be like background noise, kind of. But like I heard this train horn this morning right when I was going out the door, and it didn't register in my head for a few seconds, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a train horn going off because I'm putting my shoes on right now, getting ready to go out the door. Oh yeah, and then it went off right when I crossed this first street when I went outside, and then it went off right when I crossed the second street. And then in between that, there was cars driving in front of me, and this truck sound starting up right at the corner of the building, and like it's just a whole show outside set up for me every time I walk out there. Just because I'm walking by a corner of a building or a crosswalk. Now he's getting back in the garbage truck. And then he like started driving forward right when I took a drink, and then he stopped right when I set it back down. I don't know if that was a sync, but it was synced up with it. I don't know if he was deliberately syncing up with it or if it was just a coincidence, but there's just, it's crazy enough that it probably was a sync. Or like, it wouldn't surprise me if it was. And now he's taking off finally in the garbage truck, and the guy on the back of the garbage truck has a red shirt on. And it's probably deliberately that he put a red shirt on. The sun's out here. What's up, sun? I think the sun's real. Is the sun real? I think it is. So the sun's real. The trees are real. Other than that, you know, me and all the other TIs are real, but other than that, I don't know. Well, they drove off with like this silver truck, a garbage truck. I don't know if that was a gang stalker truck, but it probably was. It's usually a white truck, but and then this guy just opened a car door, synced up with a car going around the corner, and then a white van drives out, and then another white van drives out, and then he walks back around the car right as the white van drives by it, and then he hits the lock button right when the white van goes around the corner of the building. Bruh. I haven't heard any sirens yet today. Not yet. Not yet. I'll probably hear 10 of them before the end of the day. There's gonna be 10 fires again. On another day, 10 people's houses are gonna be on fire. And the fire truck's gonna drive out right when I do something. Just magically. I don't know, like, if people watch my videos and think that I'm just like constantly staring out my window like this, I'm not, but like, I just do it when I'm recording. Cause it's fascinating out here though, like, it's kind of entertaining sometimes, honestly, in like a sick, demented way. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of funny, but it's not. Because they're just driving around ridiculously and opening and closing car doors and doing a bunch of ridiculous clown dances out here, acting ridiculous. It's kind of hilarious in a way, but it's also not hilarious because they're a bunch of Gestapo stockheads. So it's kind of hilarious, but it's not at the same time. So I could just sit here and watch them and just be kind of like entertained by it in a way, but also just kind of like in horror. But I don't, though. I don't just be sitting here watching them all day. I got things to do other than that. But, you know, I could, though, if I wanted to. And that's kind of crazy. How, like, I could, if I just brought some snacks over here and just stood here all day for 12 hours straight, I could do that. And they would just keep going for 12 hours straight. There's little breaks in between. Like right now, they're not doing anything for like 30 seconds and then they're gonna be back. But I could literally just stand here for 12 hours straight and watch it for 12 hours straight if I wanted to, but I don't want to. It was white SUV driving out right when I stopped talking. And then right when he goes around the corner, the AC thing outside my apartment turned off. You could probably hear it turning off on the camera. And then it just turned back on again right now. And then it just turned off again. And it's just constantly turning on and off like it's broken or something. There's some like smoke out here. What's all this smoke looking shit? Is there another house on fire? Am I gonna hear a fire truck soon? There's a red truck driving out, and I thought he was gonna be a gang stalker, but I don't know. I don't think he was. Maybe. But yeah, I was just trying to catch those sounds. Because they just be making all types of sounds out here. And it's just ridiculous. This white van driving out. He's gonna sync up with another white car or some other type of car or a dumpster slamming sound. I think he was just syncing up with a dumpster slamming sound as he backed up. And I heard this motorcycle sound in the distance when he took off. I think they were syncing up with it. So like he just syncs up with a dumpster slamming sound when he backs up, and then he syncs up with a motorcycle sound when he takes off on the street. And that's just what it is on that time. And then the next time is gonna be what? What's it gonna be? I don't know. We're about to find out. It's gonna be a motorcycle syncing up with a ostrich. Like just whatever. That'd be crazy to see an ostrich running out. Where do ostriches live at? Is that Australia or something? I wonder if they get gang stalked by ostriches there. They probably do. Because I get gang stalked by all types of birds. Dude, imagine getting gang stalked by a kangaroo. That'd be fucked up. I saw this deer the other night that like I don't know, man. I see all types of animals though that are perfectly synchronized with like with gang stalker cars and stuff. Like that orange cat that I always see. I've caught him doing it on camera a bunch of times. The same cat. Like there's the one video where he syncs up with a motorcycle. Like he runs up to the street and right when he gets to the curb, a motorcycle drives out. And then there's another video where he runs up off of the street onto the curb and right when he goes over the curb, a cop car pulls up to the intersection. And then there's a few other videos with him, I think, doing the same thing pretty much. And then there's like some other cats that I see, like I think there's like two other cats that I see like occasionally, like the same cat I'll see and it'll always be syncing up. And then just pretty much every time I see a cat, it's a synchronizer cat. Just like even ones that I haven't seen before. Like there's only been like a couple of times where I've seen a cat since a year ago where it's not a synchronizer cat. Or like I don't know if it is, but I don't see it synchronizing. And then there's a few more gang stalkers driving out, and this car just drives up and then turns toward me randomly and then drives off. And then right when he does, my refrigerator turns on. And it's just a bunch of things going on all around me. And then this white car drives up. Damn. They'll just have cars syncing up with my refrigerator. Or someone will come in the door in the hallway, my apartment building, right when my refrigerator turns on. Or like I said before I was recording, they were making a bunch of noises in the hallway. It's just like, I don't know what, they were like banging on the walls or doing something. And then the garbage truck outside was making noises at the same exact time. And then someone coughed in the hallway right as the garbage truck made some noise outside, like emptying the dumpster or whatever it was doing. And then they made a noise right when I pressed go live. And then they were just making regular garbage truck noises out there after that, but right before that they were doing a whole bunch of synced up things. But then he made that noise right when I moved my head, you know, and then like and they're just always doing that all day. They're just making noises synchronized with me moving my head or just moving my hand or picking something up or pushing my glasses up or standing up or sitting down or whatever. And it's not like every time I move, you know. I'm not saying that, but it's like they do it though when I move. To do it when I move. To creepily make sounds at me through my window. To remind me that they're always watching me. Even though I know this already, you don't gotta remind me. Like, I know, dude. I've been knowing this before I knew that I was even being gang stalked. I know. I've seen Eagle Eye. I know that you're always watching everybody at all times. Duh. You don't gotta remind me with car alarms and car horns and garbage trucks sounds. You don't have to. I know, dude. But nah, it's more like it's like psychological torture though. It's like Chinese water torture. It's like one drop of water doesn't really affect you, but then when it's a million drops of water, you start to go, okay, can I get up now? So it's just a million car horns and sirens and synchronized cars driving by and synchronized sound effects of all types and synchronizer things of all types and flies inside of my apartment flying in my face synchronized and my toilet synchronizing and my water heater synchronizing and my refrigerator synchronizing and my toilet just won't flush sometimes, and I think that's a troll bot thing. And and my phone glitching out, and all my technology glitching out, and people in my way in traffic when I'm driving, and just all the things synchronizing on me all day, every day, non-stop, like these synchronizers that have been synchronizing the entire time that I've been talking. Just hundreds of synchronizers driving out and walking out. Just like more and more people come by, new people. It's not the same people driving around in a circle. It's new people every 2 minutes driving by. Synchronizing. I don't know. Just had to say all that, and then I'll be back on later. See y'all later.